Hi, this is Trey Passer, and this is part 2 of my Blu-ray update. Okay, like I said before, my other update, part 1, I went to see my brother, and on the way back, I stopped by the Pacific Palisade Mall, and I went to Target and to Best Buy. They have a bigger one than I have where I live at in the Bronx. And also on Friday, I went to JR Music World and picked up a few titles, and I have 21 total, so let me get to them so I don't waste your time. Okay, so the first movie. One of the movies I got was Man on Fire, starring Denzel Washington, Dakota Fanning. This is a great movie. Denzel Washington plays a burnt-out CIA agent who gets redeemed sort of by bodyguarding in Mexico, little Dakota Fanning, who gets kidnapped, and of course that puts Denzel Washington into revenge mode, and he is absolutely brutal in this movie. This is a great action movie, a great storytelling. It's great. It's shot beautifully by director Tony Scott, I believe. Yep, who's collaborated with Denzel Washington in the past. It's a great action movie, and it's a great. And you love the relationship between Dakota Fanning and Denzel Washington. It's a great movie. You got to pick it up. Okay, and again, I think it was on sale for like $6.99 or $7.99. The next movie is called Copland, starring a great powerhouse team of actors in this: Robert De Niro, Ray Liotta, Harvey Keitel, and of course Sylvester Stallone. Copland, about a group of corrupt cops, and Sylvester Stallone plays a sheriff in the small Staten Island town where these corrupt cops live, and there comes a moment of truth for him in this movie. And this is a great movie, great action. Sylvester Stallone, I believe, actually put on weight to play this, cop who actually wanted to be a cop when he was young, and I think because of an accident, he had trouble with his hearing and couldn't become a cop like he wanted to. So he had to settle for being a small town sheriff at this small long town, in Staten Island town, where all these cops reside, corrupt cops reside. So this is a great movie. Got to pick it up, and again, it was a $6.99, I think, at Best Buy. So that's where I got it. Next movie is an old '50s movie, Western, The Big Country, starring Gregory Peck, Charlton Heston, Burl Ives, Chuck Connors, Gene Simmons. Just a great action movie about a city slicker, I guess you would be Gregory Peck's character who falls in love, I guess, with a daughter of a rancher, and he moves out there to to live out there with her, and he has to basically adjust to the way they do things out west. And it's a great movie, and Charlton Heston plays like a rival for Gregory Peck's character, because I guess he was in love with Carolyn Baker's character, who's Gregory Peck's fiance in the movie. And it's a great action movie, and I love the way this looks, and I want to see how this looked in Blu-ray, and it's a classic. I saw this a couple of years ago, and Burl Ives won the Best Supporting Actor for his part in this movie. It's a great movie, and Chuck Connors plays a great villain in this too, also. Okay. This is another modern classic, To Live and Die in L.A., directed by William Friedkin, who directed, I think, French Connection and all those other movies. Starring William Peterson, there's an agent trying to stop William Dafoe, who plays a drug dealer, and it's a great movie. It has great action in it, great atmosphere, and it's a great sequence in there where they drive. William Peterson drives backwards on the highway in L.A. That you must see. It's fantastic, and this is a great, like a modern classic. I think this came out in the '80s, I believe. I saw seeing this in the movie theater, and the ending will shock you, or the near ending will shock you, of what happens in this movie. But it's a great classic, must see. And this next movie is Good Will Hunting, starring Robin Williams, Matt Damon, and Ben Affleck. I think this is the movie debut, and they both of them, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck wrote the screenplay, and they won an Academy Award for the screenplay. And also, Robin Williams won Best Supporting Actor for this movie about a guy played by Matt Damon, who lives in Boston, and he's basically he's a real smart guy, but he's cleaning up at Harvard, and gets in trouble with the law and stuff. And Robert Williams is the professor that sort of tutors him, okay, to reach his full potential. Okay, and I've never seen it before, but I heard great things about it, so I want to see it. So, and again, I think this was on sale for like $9.99 or $6.99, so I had to get it. The next one is another movie called Side of Heist Rules. Okay, starring Tobey Maguire, Charlize Theron, and Michael Caine. Okay, this movie, again, as you see by the title there, was nominated for 7 Academy Awards. Okay, basically about an orphan who's growing up, and Michael Caine plays the doctor that sort of tutors him, and Charlize Theron plays his love interest in this movie. and I think Michael Caine won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for this movie. Okay, and I heard about it before, but never seen it, so I got it. I think again, this was on sale for $6.99, so I got it. I have to see that. And this next movie is a horror movie. I saw the original of this years ago and loved it. The ending of the original freaked me out. So I saw this is on sale for, like, again, I think $6.99 at Best Buy. My Bloody Valentine 3D. Okay, I don't think this movie was that successful in the theaters. It came out like 2 or 3 years ago. But this also comes, it's a 2-disc version, okay? And it also comes with 3D glasses, believe it or not. Okay, and I heard things about it. It's supposed to be relatively good, actually, and I think the guy from Supernatural, Jason Eccles, is in this. Okay, so I want to see this. I like horror movies, and like I said, the original, I loved it, so I want to see how the remake compares to that. So I got it. Again, I think this was like sale $6.99 or either $7.99 or $9.99, one or the other at Best Buy, so I got it. Okay, this next one is another horror movie, Jennifer's Body, okay, starring, of course, Megan Fox and Amanda Seyfried, about a high school student played by Megan Fox, who gets possessed by a demon and she starts killing people. And Amanda Seyfried's her best friend, her nerdy best friend, who tries to stop her. And so of course I heard about the great lesbian scene in this, but I also want to see what the rest of the movie is like. And it's supposed to be a good dark comedy, horror comedy. So again, I got this was on sale I think for $9.99, so I got it. So it has a bunch of special features, as you can see from the back. There you go, right there. So I had to get that. The next one is another classic. This is more of an 80s movie starring Kurt Russell, Big Trouble in Little China. Kim Cattrall also stars in this, and this is also directed by John Carpenter, who collaborated a lot with Kurt Russell in movies like, I think, The Thing, Escape from New York. But this movie is great. Kurt Russell is the scream in this movie because he's basically doing a John Wayne impression to me in this movie, and it has action in the movie. It has karate, mystical things happen in this movie. It's absolutely fantastic. You just have to see it to believe it. But it's a great movie. And I think Kurt Russell's character is like a trucker in this movie. Okay? But this is a fantastic movie. You have to see it. Okay? Okay, and this is another movie, another classic movie, modern classic to me. Carlito's Way, starring Sean Penn and, Al Pacino and Sean Penn. Okay, basically, Al Pacino plays an ex-con who gets out of prison, tries to go straight, and Sean Penn plays this corrupt lawyer. And Sean Penn in this movie is absolutely fantastic in this movie. So it's just so corrupt. Okay, and Al Pacino is, like I say, he's trying to play it straight, but of course, things happen. There's the back, that beyond his control. But it's a great action movie, great acting, and it's great storytelling, and a must-see. And again, I think this is on sale for $9.99, so I got it. And this next series of movies is the Transporter movies. Transporter 1, Transporter 2, and Transporter 3, which is a 2-disc version. Okay, these movies, about the driver, played by Jason Statham, who, is supposed to go from point A to point B. He never asks a question, but whatever you want delivered, he's the man to do it for you. And of course, Jason Statham. Of course, things never go that simple. Of course, there wouldn't be movies if they went that simple. Okay, and these are 3 great action movies. I think 2 of them I got from Target for $9.99, and one I got from this one I think I got from Best Buy for $9.99 or $6.99 I think. But again, these are like classic, great action movies, great popcorn flicks. Jason Statham, of course, is fantastic in this. Great action sequences, and what can you say? Jason Statham kicks ass. Okay, and I got all 3 movies. Okay. This next one is an old classic, from the 50s, science fiction, Forbidden Planet, starring Leslie Nielsen and Walter Pidgeon and Anne Francis. This is a great science, and as you see Robbie the robot there on the left. Okay, about these scientists that come to the space travelers that arrive on a planet. I forgot what the planet's name is. Okay, and just strange and wonderful things happen. I don't want to give too much away for those who haven't seen it, but those who have seen it know this is a classic, and every science fiction movie that came after it owes a debt to this movie because it's just absolutely fantastic. It has great, for its time, great special effects in it, and it's a great story behind it and great acting. And Leslie Nielsen, of course, plays it totally straight in this movie, and Anne Francis is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so it's a must-see. Again, I think I got it for like $9.99. So, and the next one is a great action movie that came out last year or 2 years ago, I believe. The Expendables. This is a 3-disc version. Okay, great movie. Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, Mickey Rourke. I'm trying to think of all the people. I'm sorry, Jet Li. Just a fantastic Dolph Lundgren. Arnold Schwarzenegger is in it. Even Bruce Willis. It's just a great action movie. The violence and it's a great mindless movie. And let me just show you the 3 discs. Okay, there you go. There's one there. There's 2 there, and there's the 3rd one. Okay, and I have a digital copy, a Blu Ray, special edition, limited edition copy that I won in a contest, which is right there. And this is a 3 disc version, I think, for like $11.99. So had to pick that up. And this is a great modern western, Tom Selleck, Quigley Down Under. This is basically a western about him going to Australia in the early, I think, 1900s. He thinks he's going to shoot dingoes, but he's actually hired by Alan Rickman. Excuse me, I'm going to pause for a minute, okay? Excuse me. I'm back again. I apologize for stopping. I'm just getting over a cold, and my voice just totally went for a minute there, so I had to drink some water and regroup. Again, Quigley Down Under, great movie. Alan Rickman, Laura, San Giacomo is in it. Also, she also stars in this with Alan Rickman, and I love the relationship between Tom Selleck's character, who's Quigley, and her character, who's called Crazy, I think Crazy Susan or something like that. But I just love the relationship between this, and it's basically is about them having to survive. You know, after he turns on Alan Rickman when he finds out that he hired him to kill Aborigines instead of dingoes, and he punches them out, and then he gets left in the desert to die, basically, and with Crazy Laura with him, and she I don't know if her name is Crazy Laura, but anyway, I just love their relationship. It's basically about how they survive in the desert and stuff, and how he comes back and stuff. And it's a great modern western. And Tom Selleck has great screen presence in this movie, and like I said, I love the relationship between him and Laura San Giacomo's character. And it's a fun movie, and so you definitely should pick this up. The next movie is a great action movie starring one of my favorite actors, Liam Neeson. Taken. This is a 2 disc version, digital copy. Of course, everybody's heard about this, about him when they kidnap his daughter, and basically his revenge and getting people back, getting his daughter back and getting revenge on the people who did it. And Liam Neeson is absolutely fantastic in this movie. Just a great action star, and you'll love this. There's the back. You'll love this from start to finish. It's a great action movie, and a must pick up. Okay. And this next movie is a classic from the 80s. Highlander. This is director's cut, starring Christopher Lambert and Sean Connery, basically about a guy that can't die. Of course, Connor McLeod. Of course, that discovers his true identity, that he's immortal. Okay, and he can't die. And Clancy Brown plays a great villain in this movie. And this is one of my favorites. The sequels, not so much, but this movie is a classic. Okay, this is absolutely fantastic, and has a great soundtrack by Queen. But this is a great classic, and I love Christopher Lambert in this movie. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, and this is another great action movie by Jet Li. I didn't really think much of Jet Li as much of an actor, but this movie he gives a great performance. Basically, as a guy that's been raised in the streets and stuff by Bob Hoskins' character, and all he knows is brutal fights, and that's all he knows. It's the type of life he knows until he actually runs into Morgan Freeman and his adopted daughter, and they show him a better way of life. And it's a great. This movie is a great. Just besides the mindless, violence in it, has a great story with a great heart in it. And this will be a pleasant surprise to you with Jet Li in this movie. This really surprised me. And this has 2 versions: the unrated and the theatrical version. Okay, so there's the back, and some must see. You got to see this movie. It really surprised me how good it was. Okay, and the next movie is Mean Girls. Of course, this is a classic. Okay, Lindsay Lohan, Amanda Seyfried, and this Rachel McAdams, Tim Meadows is in this, and of course Tina Fey, who co-wrote this movie. And this is back when Lindsay Lohan, I guess, when she gave 2 craps. And this is a great movie. This is a great movie about high school and cliques and everything else. And it's a great movie. I had to pick it up on Blu-ray. And my last movie that I got, of course, is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Okay, there it is. I forgot how you say that word. I'm going to attempt it, so don't kill me too much if I butcher the name. Spendicular cover. There you go. But you see the 2 different covers, Harry Potter and his friends. And then you see, there you go, the villains right there. It's a great 3 disc version, of course. This is part 2, The Deathly Hallows. Okay, and let's take this out, and that's the inside, and then I mean the outside of that, and then of course it has the 3 disc in it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and like I said, I saw this movie and I absolutely loved it. And again, the 8 disc version is coming out pretty soon, so I'm going to pick that up because, like I said, I have the first 3 Harry Potter movies on DVD, and then I sort of kind of lost track of it, and then I kind of picked it up again during Part 7. And so I'm going to get all the movies from beginning to end to get back into it. So that's my pickups for that. So I had a big weekend with pickups and stuff and movies and stuff. So let me know what you think of these titles, and whether you hate them or you like them. And again, I apologize for my voice. I'm just getting over this cold. But again, please feel free to leave comments and rate the video. And this is Trade Pastor saying so long and take care.